recently. Lionel Simmons, number 22, Michael Brooks, Kenny Durrett. I mean, when Larry Cannon played here, LaSalle was number 2 in the country behind number 1 UCLA with Lou Alcindor, who since then became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So some of the Big 5 teams over the years have been nationally ranked, and we just recently talked about Villanova being number 1.
Stepping out of bounds. The ball turned back over. B.J. Johnson, a Philadelphia kid whose dad Bobby played here and went to 2 NCAA tournaments in the late 80s. LaSalle won the national title in 1954. They got a little closer in more recent days in 2013 when they went to the Sweet 16.
Lionel Simmons played, and Bob Johnson's dad played for Speedy Morris, who's now coaching high school basketball in the area at St. Joseph's Prep.
And Blackman knocks it down, and Emil Blackman with 2 more points for Duquesne. He's got 6. He's got more than that. He's got 10.
Well, Johnny Schuler's running the point guard position here with Pookie Powell out of the game.
Washington fouled in the middle. Picking up the foul will be Darius Lewis. It's his first personal foul. 13:01 to go in the second half. 53-48. Schuler takes a seat. Pookie Powell will put it in play. Duquesne had as many as 9 points lead in the first half. Saw it fall as the half ended even at 36. Powell, handed runner high off the glass, contact and a whistle, and again it's Darius Lewis with the foul.
Tim, LaSalle's coming off a terrific game against St. Louis. Had a chance to watch that game. They won by 21 points, and Pookie Powell was terrific in that game. He had 13 points and 8 assists without a turnover. And I think he set the tone for the team. The team played very unselfishly. They shared the basketball. They made the extra pass. They shot the ball well. They out-rebounded St. Louis. And I know John Giannini coming into this game was hoping for some continuation of the way in which they played against St. Louis.
Knocks down another free throw. Stoops back into the ball game to LaSalle College High School.
Kind of a favorable stretch right now for LaSalle here at home. They're playing 4 of 5 Atlantic 10 games here at the Tom Gola Arena. They have to go on the road and play at Rhode Island, but starting with St. Louis, it's 4 of 5 at home. So this is an opportunity to pick up some ground. Right now they're in the middle of the pack. They want to get into the top 4 or 5 spots, and this is where you kind of make your run when you're playing home games. Coming into this season, not knowing what to expect for the coaches in the league, they picked the LaSalle Explorers to finish 7th. With the team that Jim Ferry had lost, the coaches picked the Duquesne Dukes to finish 13th.
Jordan Price, 2 more. I think with so many new bodies on both clubs that you don't know what you're going to get. A preseason vote doesn't really mean a lot.
I think the one advantage that LaSalle has, and they had 3 guys sitting out, transfers, is a bit more experience. The guys that are playing minutes now for LaSalle have played more at other places, and the extra year of sitting out has made a difference.
Jordan Price, his second personal foul. Terrence Smith is out. Mike Lewis back in for the Dukes. Dukes, a very young team, freshmen and sophomores, and this team sticks together for a few years. They won't be talking about them 13th. They won't be talking about them 7th either. They'd be right at the top of the pack, you'd think. Abrahamson up and under. And Powell. Head to Roberts. Roberts met by Isaiah Mike, and Roberts fires it up high off the glass. Abrahamson with a one-handed tip. 3 on 2. And Blackman couldn't get it to go.
I think part of the reason why Jim Furry is happy to have Emil Blackman and Cale Abrahamson is because he knows he has young players, and having these kind of postgraduate guys makes a big difference.
Wow, what a play by B.J. Johnson, following his own shot and then hammering home the dunk. And this is the largest lead for either team at 11.
We're going to have to get another look at that. No one boxed out B.J. Johnson. He's too good an athlete. Let him get that close to the rim. And how about the shooting touch of Isaiah Mike there? Effortless in draining that three.
12 points for Isaiah Mike. Closer to the halfway mark of the second half.
Duquesne's trying to switch on these ball exchanges. Sometimes they're getting a little mixed up.
There's a blocking foul on Emil Blackman. 8-point lead for LaSalle, largely because of B.J. Johnson. A fundamental play following the shot, but this is a high percentage finish.
It was always a dream of mine to